Well, Sam, welcome back. There's been a lot of interest in you and your new role here. Tell us about your new position.
So I started the start of pre-season, start of July, predominantly working with the 18s. I was supposed to be working the under 15s and 16s as well, but because Carl Martin very successfully got the job with the first team, which he was much deserved, I've stepped in to be pretty much full-time helping with the under 18s coaching at the moment.
And you said in your interview with us when you announced you were retiring that the world is your oyster. Why did you go into coaching?
Haven't gone very far, have I? I had some really good, helpful conversations with Matt Crocker and some other staff at the club when it came to my time finishing with football. So I finished around Christmas, had 6 months off to spend with family and my son, which was really nice. And if I'm honest, I just didn't really come to any decisions of what I'm doing with my life. Football's all I know and all I've ever known, and the club were so open to offering me come back that it just made sense for me. The reality of the world outside of football is quite scary, so the fact that the club's offered me this first step back into a working life, not being a professional player anymore, is something that is tough at the moment, but I know for a fact, like going forward, I'll be eternally grateful for.
When did the conversations with Matt and Matt start in terms of you having a role here?
Probably in the last sort of 2 or 3 months of me trying to rehab back fit. The questions start to come up, will I ever be able to play again? And having those conversations with the physios that were really helpful, and asking some serious questions and trying to give honest answers of what I think is possible and what I may want to do. And the club, particularly Matt Crocker and the role he had, the time that he gave to me, the conversations we had and support he gave, and those sort of closing couple months was invaluable.
And obviously you're working with the under 18s as we speak. What have you made of them so far?
Yeah, very good. There's a really good group. The second year is a great bunch of boys. I think they've been together for quite a long time, so there's quite a few similarities between players that I knew growing up and how close we were and looking at them, and they're a great bunch. And some of the first years as well are just really like good people, good boys, good close group, and there's a lot of potential in that group at the moment.
And obviously they had a very successful season last season, getting to the Premier League final. Any names that have stood out to you so far?
There's a few. The first one will be Carl Martin. He was obviously their head coach last year, or game coach. And I think lots of the success was down to him and Mikey Harris, the coaches they had, and working with Mikey now and just seeing the way that they work. I think that was a huge part of the success that sometimes goes maybe unnoticed by people from the outside. I won't stick my neck out now and name names, but there's players that are playing first team and players that are around the B team and first team that in the next few years I'm sure the rest of the club and fans will start to see and recognise themselves.
And how's it been working with Mikey and that coaching group you mentioned there?
It's been interesting. It's been really good. It's been really good and I'm learning a lot. It's been, sometimes I feel a bit out of my depth. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing on days. Just getting used to a work life rather than coming in, having that schedule given to you and just having to go out and perform on a pitch. Now having to be proactive about what to do with my time, that's been hard, but to be working with people like Mikey, Matt Powell, Steve Brinham again, and Charlie Quigley, the sports scientist, they've been so supportive and helpful and patient, and I don't think they'll realise how much it probably means to me personally, like how far off it I am sometimes, and actually the support they give me, how much of a difference that makes.
What do you feel your experience of football at this level and the experience of going through the process will bring to the coaching side of things and also to the kids that you're teaching?
Coaching, not a lot probably. I was not probably one of the best players for listening to coaches' advice and tactics, if I'm honest. I love playing football and I loved doing it the way I believed it should be done, and just trying to help the manager with whatever information he gave me to do the best I could, but that was never my strong point. I'm really enjoying spending time with some of the younger boys, like the one-to-one conversations that I've had, just getting their feedback from what it's like for them now and trying to add to that and maybe give some different perspectives that I have of what may be coming further down the road for them and how to try and best set them up for that to make sure that they're adaptable and ready for whatever comes their way in football.
There are a few younger lads who have a similar mindset to you in terms of they want to play football their way.
I've been massively surprised in a good way of how much information these boys take in now, the resource they have of from the analysis, from the clips, from watching games back, from going out for individual sessions, the buy-in that the players have to the way that we play as a club, and we try and do as similar as we can to the B team and the first team. the buy-in that they give and the information they ask for and the hunger they have to learn that is impressing me a lot.
And just lastly, looking ahead, is this the start of a coaching journey for you?
Maybe, yeah. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I was a bit apprehensive starting whether I'd be any good at it or enjoy it at all. But yeah, I've enjoyed the coaching on the grass, really enjoyed it. I'm very individually focused. I love working with players on one-to-one basis or on small groups. So yeah, and I'm learning a lot about the tactical side of football and the work that goes in behind the scenes for that. So it's something I'm really enjoying. I'm going to try and study some other things outside whilst I'm here and have the opportunity. The world still probably is my oyster a bit. It's just the first step into a world outside of professional football, or playing it anyway.